Hello everyone, it's Carla. First of all, thank you so much for watching and for leaving all those comments and messages. I've tried to respond to every single one of them, and I know this video is long overdue. I'm about 6 months post-ablation, and I wanted to tell you guys about the actual ablation experience, what it was like, what I experienced, how I felt, and how I did. And then I want to talk to you about my life currently and how my condition is and if it has improved or not. As far as the ablation process is concerned, I don't want to scare you with anything that I have to say, but this is just my opinion. The day of the ablation, I was terrified. To me, it was one of the worst experiences of my life. Not in the fact that I had bad doctors or anything, because I had a great team of doctors that supported me throughout the whole process. There were about 10 or 15 people, and they were great. And I have no complaints about that. But it's just the actual process of getting something done in your heart while you're awake the whole time. To me, that was just too much to handle. And my ablation lasted about 6 hours. It lasted a little bit longer because my SVT was found, or is found, on the left side of the heart. So therefore they have to do something called a transeptal puncture, which is they had to pierce a hole from the right side to the left side because there's no direct access to the left side of the heart. And therefore, it has a little bit more of a complication risk, and it takes a little bit longer. And I was awake the whole time, and it was pretty scary. And doctors tell you, oh, you might just feel a slightly burning sensation in your chest. It's not going to hurt. In my experience, it really hurt. I could feel every single time that they would burn, it would hurt really bad. And it was an agonizing pain. And the doctor said that that's usually not the case. Most people don't feel pain. And he said that perhaps I felt pain because I'm thinner, and maybe the heat or whatever they conduct is felt more by my nerves. And that's why I felt pain. But don't be discouraged if you're going to get this. It might not hurt. It probably won't hurt. It just hurt me because maybe if you're on the thinner side, it might hurt a little bit. But I mean, it only lasts a few seconds. But nonetheless, it's still painful. So after the ablation, it was successful. According to the doctors, they didn't have any complications. I had to stay overnight so they could monitor me, make sure that my heart didn't go into SVT or that I didn't have any other complications. And the doctor the next morning, he told me that there was no SVT, and that was great for me to hear. That was like music to my ears, and I was really happy. He did say that my heart was probably going to be a little bit faster than usual just because they irritate your tissues from your heart. They burn you, and they burn seven different areas of my heart. So my heart was going to be irritated, and my heart was a little bit faster, but my heart was fine for about a month. And the recovery, they do tell you it's about 3 to 4 days. It's not 3 to 4 days. It takes, for me to feel normal, it probably took about a month to actually start feeling normal, because they tell you it's really fast, but it's not. It took me a while to actually be able to get back on track and be able to do my normal activities. Well, they also did they used both my left and my right side to go into my heart to thread up the wires. So that might have delayed the process, but I guess it varies by person, but I could guarantee you it does not take 3 to 4 days. They really, really cut that for you. Maybe it's so you could have that mindset that you're going to be fine in those days. Well, anyhow, so I was doing great for about a month, and then SVT struck me again. And I was so disappointed. I just felt so sad that it didn't work. How could that be happening to me again? So I freaked out, and I went to the ER, and they didn't catch anything. They told me that I probably had a panic attack. The thing is that with SVT, I think I feel the difference. I mean, everybody knows their body. When I go into SVT, my heart starts beating really fast, and my left ear, it seems like it goes deaf, and all I can hear is my heart pumping really, really fast. And then, so they can't tell me it was an SVT. They probably didn't catch it. So my cardiologist recommended me go on a 2-week event monitor. and I was on that, and he said it was fine. He said there was nothing to be concerned of. It's just that my heart was a little bit faster. So I was okay with that, but he did tell me to schedule an appointment with my electrophysiologist, with the one that had done my ablation. So I went to see him, and he did mention to me that the results of the event monitor did find that I still had activation of the area where they had burned. Therefore, the SVT was at 100% gone. So, in other words, the ablation wasn't successful. I still have episodes of SVT. I am on metoprolol tartrate, and I take a very low dose because it lowers my blood pressure a lot. And I already tend to have normal. I have normal blood pressure, but it's still on the lower side. So it does lower it sometimes to a point where I feel like I'm going to faint. Therefore, I only take 12.5 milligrams up to twice a day. The doctor said that if I feel okay, my heart's doing okay, I can skip the dose at night, which I'm starting to do. And I've been okay. And I do take the one in during the day. There's days when I could wake up with a resting heart rate of about, anywhere from 65 to 80 beats per minute. And there's other days when I wake up with 100 beats per minute. It just really depends. It's like my heart has a mind of its own. But I'm getting used to it. It's to the point where it doesn't freak me out. I don't get so concerned anymore because I know that I've been through this and I've been able to cope with it. So what's another? Ask the doctor, what could I do? Should I get another ablation to try to fix these episodes of SVT since the first one wasn't successful? And he says that he wouldn't recommend it at this point. He doesn't think significant enough for me to get another ablation at this point, which doesn't mean that I won't ever require one. It just means that I don't need one right now. And I'm totally okay with that. I really do not want to go through that anytime soon. I think I need a break, and I'd rather just deal with the SVT attacks as they come. And it happened, and I haven't been to the hospital, I haven't been to the ER, since I know that they're going to do the same thing and I'm going to do. They're just going to give me metoprolol through an IV, and they're going to give me an anti-anxiety drug so I could be nice and relaxed. So what do? I just stay at home, I relax. If I have to take my medicine again, I take it again to slow down my heart rate, and I just relax. I have other methods that I do. I do relaxation methods. I like to listen to relaxing music. I like to do deep breathing exercises, and I feel that has helped me cope with my condition. And it is frustrating, and I get very angry at times knowing that I have this and that I know my life will probably never be normal again. Not to the full extent, because you do have to make a lot of lifestyle changes when you have SVT, because you never know when you're going to have another attack. And in my case, yes, medication controls it too most of the time, but there's times when it just doesn't, and it's just going to get to you, and it's going to strike you, and you have no other option. And you might be out in the public, you might be driving, or you might be with family, and you might not want to scare them. So you have to find ways to deal with it, and I think I have been doing so, and I've been okay with it. And I think I'm finally accepting the fact that I have this condition. And you might be wondering what's next for me. I have asked the doctor, what is next for me? What could I do? I have been doing my research about POTS syndrome, which is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, and I do fit some of the criteria for that. And I'm going to have a tilt table study done on Wednesday, which I will probably post a video after that to let you know how it went. But the doctor thinks that he doesn't think I have POTS. But there's nothing else that can explain my symptoms. Everything else is fine. Everything else is normal. And I still have a fast heartbeat, even when I don't have SVT. And it's to the point where I'm accepting it. And I guess I'm okay. I have to deal with it. Some people are blessed to have nothing wrong. And then there's those people that have silent diseases or silent conditions, like you and me, and we have to deal with it. And I think that maybe we were given this because we're stronger and we're able to deal with it. And whatever it is, if it is POTS, if it isn't POTS, I'm ready to tackle it down. No matter how hard you think this is, you will be able to overcome. And you're going to have bad days, but trust me, you cannot let that bring you down. You have to keep an optimistic mind and keep smiling and just keep moving forward with your life and not let this stop you, because it's sure not stopping me. I have a lot of things I want to do in my life, and yes, I've adapted a lot of things in my life, but I'm here, right? And I think that we should make the best out of it. Thank everybody for watching, and I truly appreciate your time, and I hope to post another video soon and let you know how my tilt table test went. And if you have any questions or messages, any comments, anything at all, feel free to message me or comment, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.